What's up, everybody? Tygra here. Excited. You guys know how much I've been loving the Thundercats MOTU crossover. There is a Wave 2, and I have got Wave 2 and Panthro, He-Man, and we're going to do Tygra on this video right here. Like I said, very excited. Wasn't even sure if there was a Wave 2, but really enjoyed the first four figures. Tygra. I never realized his name was spelled with a Y until now. Tygra is one of the main characters on Thundercats. He's pretty cool. His whip is pretty bad to the bone. He does have his whip. Card does have a little damage. It's an unpunched card, but it has some damage, so it won't be as painful to open, but y'all know how I am. But one more good look.
What is this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Oh, Tygra. MOTU Thundercats crossover. I think the last time I just pulled this little tab. I think that was kind of the easiest way. Now the question is, does Wave 2 have the same comic book? I'm thinking no. It does look a little different, but I could be completely wrong about that. I got the whole, tearing the whole thing off here. There's probably no way to save it. Embrace the chaos, TK. Embrace the chaos. Alright. Is that the same comic or not? Where is my other ones for me to find that out? Of course, I don't know where I put the other ones at this moment in time, but I do think this one's a little different. And there they all are on the back. This one must be a little different. Got him sit up in his armor. Again, Tygra. Tygra's a cool figure. I honestly think that I liked all the I like Lino, but I liked all the side figures a whole bunch. Let's see what we got here. How many tabs will we have? Because they're always all over the place. A2. And I actually did pick up the Transformer MOTU crossover. Didn't really know what to expect. They do look pretty cool. But I'm going to wait till the other ones come in, because they only released the first two. The other ones are in January. Plenty of stuff to open between then and now. I do need to get back to some Time Machine stuff, though. I did pick up some older things. For those of you who've been watching the whole way, you know I've founded my channel on vintage stuff. But vintage stuff's not always the easiest thing to come by, and it is not always the most affordable of things. Okay, let's see how many. All right, it came out. The only thing left of the tab is the whip. Actually, a fairly decent look sized whip here. All right. Embrace the chaos. Knife safety, scissor free. All right, let's check out Tygra here. So it does like the other ones, very articulated, very mobile. His head actually moves pretty well. He doesn't have a separate headpiece like anybody else, a piece that goes on. But that's about it. That's actually pretty cool looking right there. That's his armor. And then I learned at the end how to actually take this stuff off. So the waist comes apart. And again, I really want to pull his head off, but it'll pop off pretty easy. We can take all his armor off. Just look at Tygra and his Thundercat pretty much. I'm not taking his leggings off. And then they have the extra little legs right there, so you can have his Thundercat legs without the Masters of the Universe boots. But back to him. Nice waist rotation, head moves, good movement out of the arms there. Hands will pop off, I'm assuming, because they pop off everywhere. Then you can take the bracelets off if you wanted to. There you go. Go ahead and put that back on. Said I kind of keep them in their MOTU forms more than anything, but now that as I've moved on and this is the 5th one I've opened, I've actually learned how to do stuff the right way. His whip is pretty cool. It's actually, some link to it. Now that thing in the show, his whip, man, that thing it'll be like a mile long. So, sorry, I don't have his true Thundercat set up here. We can put his little harness on. He actually needs a little bit of stretching. So we're not gonna mess with that too much because I don't like pulling stuff apart. Again, these pull the legs off; those would come off pretty easily. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna transform Tygra. I want to think he might be second in command. I could be completely wrong. I always thought it was interesting how Lino was a little kid on the ship, and he grew up, but the two little kid Thundercats didn't. And then he's the leader as he it all turns out. We'll go ahead and put Tygra's harness back on here. It's actually a lot stiffer than the ones on the other guys. Pull his head off. His head, I feel like his head pops off a little too easy. But man, I'll tell you what, Mattel is brilliant for all this crossover stuff they got going. And I am pleased because originally when I saw the crossovers, I thought maybe it was just literally reissued, 80s stuff where they, put some armor on them. And it's not all the old school, but, for those of us who played with toys back then and now have toys now, they are much better than they used to be. Again, we could pop the shin area off there if we want to, and put the old school Thundercat where his feet would be like that. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of time. These are just quick rips. Maybe one day I'll actually sit down and do a little bit of time machine and give you a little more backdated. Like I said, one of my previous ones, Thundercats, I think was like 87, 88. Masters of the Universe, I think it was 82, 83 era. It kind of reminds me of like the Predator putting one of his face shields on. I do kind of wish maybe he's actually got a sword pouch there, but I don't see a sword in here. So we could jack Lino's sword right there, and but that's just molded, so they're not gonna change the mold. Those change a little bit about it. And that little piece right there probably actually would pop off his shoulder. Actually does now. Look at it. There's actually a little tab right there. But it's cool that he has a sword holster. We'll get that back to Lino. I feel like if you're all armored up, you should have more than your trusty whip. So, like I said, I really love this first wave. See if we can get them all to stand up. We got Battle Cat Man there. And he's still my favorite. even though he's just kind of a made-up character. Chitara, and then Skelra. So the MOTU Thundercats crossover is getting a little bigger. Like I said, I have the entire Wave 2. Was really excited that when I finished Skelra on that video, I really had not done enough research into knowing if there was a second wave, and the entire second wave was already out. So we picked them all up. We're going to be doing all those videos. Again, great series, awesome toys. Tygra and his MOTU crossover. Cool stuff. Appreciate all you guys watching. Tygra out.